Hey yo, what's good? Hey, it's me, Saul. It's been a minute since we did one of these. Today, I'm going to be finding out with you whether or not I can build a Mayosenju deck in the space of 1 week. We're building Pendulum Mayosenju, so Mayosenjus, technically. Now, this is let's have a conversation. Let's talk. This is probably the closest you will ever see me to tired. It's 2 a.m., so I can't shout, but we're going to gamble. So at the time of me recording this video, the selection boxes are still around. I don't know if that's still the case, but basically what I'm trying to do is build a Mayosenju deck off of Duel Link's meta, and I needed the selection boxes in order to do it. I've been resetting, which is why it's so late. I've just been resetting whenever I don't get the odds I want in the selection box, reset again, because I needed to pull Kama 1 from the selection box for today's build. Now, we're using the build of a player by the name of Shrugzix, and I chose this build in particular because it is extremely viable, free to play. And so for a 1 week challenge like this, where I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of grinding outside of just the gems, I thought that this would be the most viable thing to do and to use. So the reason why I went into the selection box so heavy is because Kama 1 exists in the new selection box mini, right? Where if you get if you get it, and I happen to get it on this account in 2 pulls into that box, well, it's in a mini box as an SR card, which is a potential 5,000 gems wasted. I just turned a 5,000 gem run into 200 gems, which means after avoiding that mini box run, I can dip and splash into the actual Mayosenju box that has Ritual Beasts and Mayosenjus in it, see if I get the other Kamas. If so, good. If not, don't worry, because we have a workaround with that. Then we're going to go after Diebic. Everything else is relatively free to play outside of the extra deck, so let's just get into it. Now, on a brand new account, I have 2 UR and 2 SR Dream tickets to work with, and so with the 2 SR Dream tickets, I could get both of the Kama brothers that are in this box. I don't want to do that though. I only want to get one with the Dream ticket, reason being, for the extra deck, I want to use an SR Dream ticket to get myself a copy of Thunderspark Dragon. When I do these challenges, I attempt to fill out 5 of the 7 extra deck slots, and so the cards I'm going after are Thunderspark, the Tiger King, and then I'm going to go into the Malevolent Sin box to get the 3 cards that are in there. So we need to get a little bit lucky, but the most important cards here are Isna and the Secret Techniques trap card. Now, this should be relatively easy free to play. We just need a little bit of luck, right? Because again, this is a brand new account. I've only used about I've used 400 gems, not 200. Can't make noise. We got the card we didn't even need. Okay, so that's 2 copies of Isna. That's beautiful to me. We didn't get any copy of Secret Moves, it doesn't look like, but that's absolutely fine. That's just 1 pull, and we didn't get either of the Kama brothers, but still, the power of 110 pull. I think this is the quietest I've ever had to be when recording. Well, to be honest, I don't care if my housemates get mad, but basic human decency dictates that I at least try to level myself like a regular human being at 2 in the morning. Am I going? Okay, no. That's only 2 copies of Secret Moves, but we've moved away from good odds. We haven't gotten good odds. We're on the edge of mid odds now, right? Mid odds. Beautiful. Let's go. That's 1, 2. Did we get Isna? How many Isnas do we have? So we've got 1 of them. We've got the Secret Moves, but how many Isnas have we gotten so far? 4. Okay, beautiful. So 4 Isnas, 3 Secret Moves, and 1 comma 2. That's actually perfect. We still got 1,800 gems. So we will use 1 SR Dream ticket to get comma 3. Now we go after Diebic, get 2 copies of that, and then everything else is from character leveling and grinding. Like, real talk, this is with decent, I would say, in terms of getting Kama 1, that took quite a bit of reset. I mean, it's 2 a.m., right? I've been resetting for most of my evening. So that did take quite a bit of luck on my side. But then once you get that, once you reset and get good enough odds on your account, it's not that tough to progress. It's not that tough to do what the Lord sent you to do. I think we're gonna be okay here, right? 1 Diebic, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Do I go the distance? See, here's the thing. Here's what I could do, because that was actually very good odds on the first one. I could deviate from the build. Am I about to be dumb? Because I'm giving this account away to someone. Am I about to be dumb? I'm about to be dumb. When you see me conduct myself, do as I say and not as I do. Be better than me. I'm gonna chalk this up to tiredness. I'm gonna chalk this up to tiredness and just let myself I'll let myself off the hook for that one, right? Because after this, I mean, we will still need gems for the extra deck. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. This was the first session. This account is literally minutes old, and I have one whole week to do this. So, do I want to make myself? So I can go up in my, no, don't teach me anything. Don't move. Now, what's actually kind of wild is that you can make a pretty competent auto-dueling deck from the pendulum monsters inside the Pendulum Genesis box. Right now, I don't know which ones I got because I wasn't paying attention to that. But if I have, as I'm going after the other die book, I think that might be what I use to make my auto dueling deck. We've got some decent stuff here, actually. Okay, I may have actually spoken too soon because we don't have as many cards as I thought we did. My eyes, look at them. They don't work right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make something out of ranked tickets, start off with that, grind up some gems. We'll go back into Pendulum Genesis, get the rest of the cards for the actual auto duel deck that we'll use for the rest of the week. And that's the plan. Stay tuned, my friends. Yo, what's good? It's day 2 on the account. Welcome back. Now, a couple things have changed, a couple things to note, and I would like to show you where things currently are on the account. I'm an impatient man, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I am the way I am. I was doing pulls, right? Let's talk. Let's have a one-to-one, a heart-to-heart. I was trying to complete. I decided that I wanted to have my auto-dueling deck be the pendulum deck that I showed you initially, but I didn't have all of the cards that I had, that I wanted to make it like a smooth thing that would consistently pendulum summon, because in order to get through the Arc 5 challenges to climb an Arc 5 world, you have to be able to pendulum summon somewhat consistently. And since I'm going to be grinding up Silvio Salvatore, I figured, okay, might as well have a solid pendulum deck in my back pocket to make it easier to get gems while I'm doing the grinding, was my thought process. So I was going in, just shooting at it, trying to get the cards, trying to dive, trying to delve, and I ended up with something, half decent. It's still definitely not where I want it to be, but like, it's consistent. It pendulum summons consistently. It's working all right. It's great for auto dueling. I have a decent win to loss ratio with this against the AI. Now, the problem being, in order to make this happen, I was obviously going into the Pendulum Genesis box, and unfortunately or fortunately, I got my second copy of Divik. Now, what this means for us. As you can see, there were quite a few pulls done, but all of them obviously done with gems, right? Now, what this means for us as a community and as a family is that this challenge on day 2 is almost done. When you think about it realistically, like, take a step back with me for a second. Shrugsix only had 2 copies of Divik. We've gotten 1,1, 1,2, and we're using one of our 2 SR Dream tickets on our 3. Everything else in the build is free to play in terms of the main deck. So now we start looking towards the extra deck, and I have decided to cheat. Now, what I mean by that is when you're doing a challenge like this, strategy and timing is a very important thing to consider when you make the new account, what you take advantage of when making the new account, the ongoing events and circumstances around the time of the account's creation. And Konami just put out a statement saying that there is going to be, to all Duelist upcoming updates, where is it? The 25th anniversary campaign or something along those lines is happening in early November, which November starts in 4 to 5 days at the time of my recording this. Right, here it is. At the beginning of November, early November, we don't have a specific date. They are going to be giving away 1 UR Dream ticket to everyone, and apparently you can win 5,000 gems somehow. I don't know how that's going to work, but all that really matters for the sake of this challenge is the UR Dream ticket. Now, Dream tickets cover different lengths in time, right? Like, some Dream tickets will only work up until a certain point. You can only get UR cards from a certain box, but if it goes even just as far as Shining Hope, that could change the build significantly, because we have 1 UR Dream ticket that we were going to use for Tiger King. We're going to use 1 SR Dream ticket to get ourselves a copy of Thunderspark Dragon. Well, what if we just flip the script a little bit? What if instead of getting Tiger King, we get Utopia and Utopia Ray with Dream tickets? Because I know that the one that I currently have access to will go as far as Utopia Ray. If the other one goes as far as Utopia, then that's the Utopia Ray combo that Yosenjus are very good at pulling off, which, I mean, I don't know if this version of Yosenjus would use that heavily, but it's something. It basically just means that I have more options in terms of how I decide to go about deck building and choosing my UR cards, which is really, really nice. It's just an extra dream to get out of literally nowhere. So that's amazing. In terms of the gem aspect of this challenge, we're looking great. Now, in terms of the Silvio aspect of this Mayosenju challenge, I don't know how we're looking. Now, for those of you who don't know, in order to just to gain access to Silvio Sawatari as a character, you have to gain 500,000, I think, points of duel assessment points after you've unlocked Arc 5 World. So my main priority on day one was making sure that I had Arc 5 World unlocked. That way all of my duel assessment points would kind of stack up and count. Now, here's the strategy that I've been applying so far. In every single world that exists, you have the world missions, right? The world missions, and every time you complete a set of world missions, I'll just show you, I'll just do it now because I'm currently running on empty. Once you complete a set of world missions, all of your standard duelists automatically refresh, so you gain more duelists. Now, what that means is, if I use these duelists to complete the next set of challenges here, and if all of these challenges are complete by the time I run out of duelists, I automatically get a refresh on the duels that I can do. And I'm setting all of my duels to a 1x multiplier. On top of that, if you go to every single world that I have unlocked, what I've done is complete the first set of missions, right? Prepare myself. That way, if I'm ever running low on duelists, I'll just come over here, claim the reward and get a reset on my duelist. That way I can get to 500,000 as quickly as possible. That is the easiest part of this process. Now, once all that is done, I obviously have to unlock the skill New Neo Silvio with Silvio Sawatari, but on top of that, I have to get 2 copies of Mayosenju Hitan. Now, you get 1 through leveling him up, which is good, but the other 2 have to be random gate drops at the gate, which is going to be difficult. I've had a challenge, I did the Melodious challenge, and I failed specifically because I couldn't get score, right? No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get it. Here's my approach, here's what I'm going to do. After I unlock Silvio Sawatari, I'm going to go back. Oh, also, I want to do my pulls for the Exes cards in the Malevolence inbox. I have a couple of gems just like chilling, so we might as well see what we get, right? But the plan as it currently stands is, after I've unlocked Silvio, nothing. But hey, we've gone into the box, we've started making progress. Now, once I've grinded up Silvio and I've gotten my first copy of Hitan and he's unlocked at the gate, I'm going to switch back over to the standard Duel Monsters world. Reason being that in the Duel Monsters world, if I get my gate, my world level up to 30, I unlock the level 40 duelist that I can duel at the gate. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's the level at which that happens. Now, the level at which you duel these guys determines how many cards are in the card pool that you could potentially get if you win. The higher the level of the opponent, the better the rewards. Now, I don't usually care about the rewards when I do these challenges. I'm just in it for the EXP. But in this specific challenge, I have to care about the rewards, which means I need to unlock the higher stages and levels at the gate if I want to have the best chance of getting the cards that I need. So I have 1 week, grind up the Duel Monsters world to level 30. Hopefully that is the right level to unlock the level 40 duelist at the gate. Start dueling against Silvio at level 40 and save up all of my gate keys. I am not going to duel at the gate unless I absolutely have to. I'm pretty sure Silvio uses either red keys or yellow ones. I'm pretty sure it's the red ones, so I just cannot use those because on a brand new account, those are very limited. I'm not going to be able to do it as much as I'd like. You can't spam it, so I have to give myself the highest chance to get the best reward, and we just have to go with that. Now, at this stage, you're probably not, but if you are worried about gems for just completing that last section of the extra deck, I haven't done any loner deck duels yet, or duel quizzes, which means that there's like, what, 5,300 gems just sitting here, which is enough for a mini box clear through, so I will guaranteed be able to get Sin, Roach, and Dweller no matter what happens. So I'm not worried about gems. What I'm worried about is Silvio and the RNG. Let's get started. Yo, so it's day 4 and I know I planned to kind of like circumvent the system using like the November 25th anniversary campaign, but we won the game on this one. Like we win. Now, if you don't know this, at the time of me recording the video, the 25th anniversary campaign just started, and yes, the UR Dream Ticket that I thought we were, as you can see, it's right there. So we get an extra UR Dream Ticket campaign going on alongside what was already supposed to happen on this account. Now, that's not what's crazy. Am I gonna cry? Nah. So what's crazy is not only do we get the free 500 gems from the 25th anniversary campaign right down there, but what's more important than even the SR Dream tickets, maybe, I'm stupefied right now, is the UR Dream ticket. Well, not the Dream tickets, but they feel like Dream tickets to me. The prismatic tickets that you get as part of the 25th anniversary campaign. They go so far, like farther than they have any right to, farther than you would expect them to. And what's insane about them is, if I click on this right here, they extend far enough for me to get a prismatic Mayosenju Hitot. I don't have to rely on the RNG for the challenge, which means that I don't have to grind up the main dual world like up to level 30. That way I can duel Silvio at level 40. If this is correct, and well, I know that it's correct. Like you can see me doing it. It's correct. But this prismatic ticket qualified for Mayosenju Hitot, so I was able to get it. Now, in the campaign, there's another glossy UR ticket that you're supposed to get. I don't know if that one will also cover Hitot, which is the problem. It's a little bit of a gamble to rely on that card. Like, it really just depends on whether or not those other tickets work just like the one I just used does. But unfortunately, it's not letting me, oh wait, hold on, there's another problem. I just realized that there's another problem. I still have to grind on Silvio. The reason being, I don't get the other UR ticket until day 4 of the campaign. Today is day 4 on the account. I'll be 1 day short. I'll miss it by 1 day. I still have to get lucky with the RNG on one of them, bro. Oh, I hate it here. See, if I could confirm that I would definitely get that card, if I can check the inventory that card gives us access to, then that means I could guarantee that on that day, I would get that card, which means it would be covered by the standard bank holiday rules. For those of you who don't know, the bank holiday rules apply to challenges wherein a card is guaranteed to be on the account, just like with the dream tickets or something along those lines. But I wouldn't get it until after the 7 days expire, based on just how Konami structures the game from time to time. So because it's not in my control and because I'm guaranteed to get it, it's kind of like Konami's holding it for me for a fixed period of time, but it belongs to me. So the money's in the bank, but it's a bank holiday, so I can't get it. Bank holiday rules. So the third copy might just go down like that. So what I'm going to do is just grind the account up regularly, as you see me do up until this point. As you can see, I kind of slacked a little. Once I realized that this was coming, I took it a little bit easier on myself. Now, today I am going to put that work in. I'm going to put that work in to complete the challenge. But once I was like, wait a second, I'm getting a dream ticket. You're telling me I can also get Mayosenju Hitot, so I don't have to do the whole grind. Like, my brain just turned to jelly. That being said, there is still a lot to do, so let's get to it. Before I go though, actually, as a pretty important side note, I should point out it's not all good news. Now, I just did a 10 pull that I probably should have just done with you live, but as you can see, I was able to get a Abyss Dweller from the Photon of Galaxy box just right over here. I'll show you that I did it with gems. But what's more important than that is a realization that I had about the dream tickets that I have access to on this account. Now, if you remember from my initial plan, I was going to use one UR Dream ticket to get Utopia, the other to get Utopia Ray. Unfortunately, I was mistaken about the length and duration about the first ticket. Now, we used to have access to a ticket that did give us Utopia alongside this one that would give us Utopia Ray, but that campaign has ended. It was from the KCGT. The 4th anniversary dream ticket, because depending on when the campaign started, will affect the cards that are available to you. Well, oh yeah, all of that was gems, by the way. Well, that ticket sadly doesn't cover as far as we need it to, unfortunately. It only covers up to just the start of the XYZ era, which means that a lot of the XYZ cards that you would want, like, you can't get Utopia. So I have to restructure the plan, and I kind of already did. So since the main deck is almost complete, we don't really need to worry about that at all. I'm going to use the Arc 5 ticket to get myself a copy of Tiger King. So Tiger King takes up one of my 5 slots. I've got Malevolent Sin, and I've been going through the Photon of Galaxy box, which means I will get Malevolent Sin, and I will get... I've got Abyss Dweller, I will get Malevolent Sin, and I will get Roach. So that is sorted. That makes up 4 slots. The last slot can go to Thunderspark Dragon, and I can use the SR Dream ticket that I get from the Arc 5 campaign to get that card. So those are the 5 cards from the extra deck that I'm choosing to go after instead. Still makes up 5, so we're all good. So all of that means, really, nothing's changed for the challenge per se. What that really just means is that there's now a spare UR Dream ticket on the account for whoever ends up winning it, I guess. Congratulations. Oh, speaking of the giveaway, if you'd like to enter the giveaway for this account, you can do so. Now, if you want to be, I don't need this account after I'm done with the challenge video, so I'm just going to give it away to someone in the comment section. Comment with the hashtag Taylor Swift. Comment the hashtag Taylor Swift. and tell me what your favorite type of music is. Hashtag Taylor Swift followed by your favorite type of music. Taylor Swift isn't my favorite type of music. I don't know why I've chosen to do this. Ignore the fact that this makes no sense and just do it. And I will take all of the people who comment within those requirements over a 24-hour period and then do a giveaway the next day to see who gets this account. Okay, I need to be completely honest with you. I almost gave up on this challenge. Bro, the requirements, it is day 6. It's day 6. The requirements to unlock Silvio are ridiculous. Earn 500,000 points of duel assessments after the point at which you unlock Arc 5 World. So anything that you did before you unlocked Arc 5 just did not count. Assume, I don't even, you know what, probabilities and all that nonsense aside, there is no in-game system for calculating how many points you've acquired. There is no way to keep track of it, and it is absolutely freaking ridiculous. Now, there are a few things that circumvent how difficult this was to do. Difficult isn't even the right word. Tedious is the right word, right? There are a few things that circumvent this, though. The first thing is during the Arc 5 campaign that's currently going on, well, it's not an Arc 5 campaign, during the 25th anniversary campaign, we got skill tickets. There's a skill ticket that it's updated with Arc 5 skills. So any skill that I need for Silvio, I can just get. Easy, no problem. Not to mention, I've also noticed that the tickets that you get from the login campaign over the 7-day period, you get 3 URs and you get 3 SRs that aren't dream tickets, but they're ranked tickets, and they all cover Arc 5 content, which means Mayosenju is covered under the bank holiday rule, as well as the SR card that's also a gate drop, which means all that I have to do is level up Silvio himself to level 23 to get his, level up rewards, and I haven't used any of the vagabonds that you get as part of the tutorial, so that will literally be a breeze. I've accumulated almost 2,000 gems for pulls. It's just been a long day. So yeah, I had to play 5 ranked duels in order to get the ticket. That's no problem at all. I'll do that at some point later on. Let's spend these gems real quick, see if it finishes out the extra deck in terms of the 5 cards that we're going after. It's only 2 left, to be honest. There's only 2 cards in that 5 that we still need, and we'll be good. So we're going after Sin, we're going after Roach. A little bit of luck, and I'm satisfied here. I am satisfied with everything you see before us. Please, please, please. Just a little bit. We have more pulls. There's more pulls. We have more. There's more. More is the answer. More is what you want. More is what you get. Let's go. Let's go. Both of them here. Or neither of them. That works too. Neither of them here is also fine, because in this pull, I'm getting everything that I need. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Bro, this game, yeah, this game sometimes in terms of the odds you get, it's enough to break a person. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Oh my days. Alright, our extra deck is done. The extra deck is done. Gimme, am I going to sleep? I'm going, you know what? Bye. Yo, so it's still day 6. I was grinding, I was character leveling up Silvio, all that good stuff, and then I paused and I was like, wait a second. I'm almost done, because in terms of the paid for aspects with the pull that we did last time around, we completed everything that we set out to do. The 5 slots are filled, and this can be, we can confirm this is in a ranked ticket covered by the bank holiday rules. It's going to be obtained in like a day or two. Not only that, but we got 1 copy of this just by fighting him at the gate, just randomly. I actually lost that duel, and I still got the card. He's at level, I put him up to level 23, so we got all 3 copies of this. We've got our dieback from the box, and not to mention, we can confirm the tickets that you get as part of the 25th celebration campaign, they do cover Duel, which means under bank holiday rules, I've got both of those too. So I'm done here. Like, I'm done here, and it's the middle of day 6. Like, day 6 it's not even in there like that. Like, this is, I wasn't expecting this. The 25th celebration campaign really changed the game for this account, right? Yes, logged in 6 out of 7 days, as you can see. I mean, I can show you the purchase history again, but there's no point because all of the paid for aspects were completed already way back when, right? Like, there's nothing doing here. I mean, at this point, I might as well just come in here and do 2 tempos with the last 1,000 to see if we get Utopia, because, like, why not? At this point, I can do any. Oh my, for a second, I thought it happened. I saw UR, I saw Del, I saw an XYZ, but for a second, I really thought. But yeah, no, this challenge, once that 25th anniversary campaign started, it just became so easy. Like, there was not, bro. Okay, so this account has some blessed XYZ monsters, but we didn't get Utopia. If I had gotten Utopia here, because remember, not only is all of this the case, but there are 2 UR dream tickets on this account that just didn't get factored into the challenge. Right? There is the one, right? Okay, so this one is from the 25th anniversary, and then the other one, and that would cover an XYZ monster. So if I got Utopia, I could just get Utopia Ray or vice versa. And then the 4th anniversary one that's just sitting there. So the winner of this account just gets everything. I mean, based on bank holiday rules, they would also have to get the tickets to get their other copies of Mayosenju and the Wall Dude. But yeah, just so we're all on the same page. Again, like the point of me going in there was actually to show you the purchase history, so you know on a 1-to-1 we're chilling. But like, yeah, I thought that this was going to be as difficult as the Melodious challenge because of the gate drops. The only thing thinking about, like, if I had to give a word about how easy this challenge was, as long as this celebration is still ongoing, as long as you still get those tickets that guaranteed will get you Hitot or Melodious Score or just all those cards that would be gate drops that would make it unquantifiable how long it would take, this was one of the easiest challenges I've ever done. Think, like, before I knew that I was going to have those things at my disposal, I was like, oh damn, this is gonna suck. I literally, unlocking Silvio was terrible. It was I so easily forget the traumas of my past. Once you've unlocked Silvio, getting 2 copies of Diepic, that's 1 main box run. Everything else might as well have been free. I had 2 SR Dream tickets. I mean, I did have to dip and splash for Kamo 1 in the Selection Box Mini. So it did have to be calculated, but it was smooth. You get what I mean? So I don't mind that. I don't mind that in the slightest. I think we're done here. So with that, I can confirm you can build Pendulum Yosenjus in 1 week. Maybe I should have used that 1,000 gems to try and get another copy of Diamond, but bygones. Anyway, and there's some new saucy XYZ monsters if you want to throw them in there. I mean, you probably won't ever use them, but they're, and bro, this account is blessed. This account, look at this. You can't even tell the difference. You cannot even, look at God on my side. Thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. It really does mean the world to me. You guys, I am so grateful for all of the growth that we've had in recent times. Like the time between when I started this video and where I'm finishing it now, we're about to hit 3,000 subscribers on the channel. I am so blessed to have a community like the one that I do. So God bless all of you. I love you guys. You are all beautiful. Have a phenomenal day and take care, friends.